And we're live and in color. Welcome to the Immersive Experience, a podcast about you, for you, from you. I'm your guide, Desilu, and today we are talking about. Oh, we just going off the deep end shit. We ain't talking about shit for real. We just got some thought-provoking questions that we finna be asking, just shooting the breeze in real life. It ain't shit. But yeah, just want to take you a little deeper. If you tuning in, if you're watching the recap, welcome to the recap. I hope you enjoy. You can follow us on the immersive. You can follow us on Instagram at the underscore immersive experience, and also on YouTube at the immersive experience podcast. Do not forget a podcast. So Mr. Accountability, you want to go ahead and introduce yourself?
Y'all know your boy J Rail on Facebook. Mr. Accountability. I'm always here anytime I can be, anytime I should be. Spread some knowledge, learn some knowledge, tell y'all what's real on my end, and go from there. Help out who I can.
Okay, spit some knowledge, learn some knowledge, help out who I can. I like that for you. Welcome everybody. Hello, how are you guys doing today? Mr. Accountability, how was your day today?
Wasn't too bad. Account for the rain, but outside of the rain, but it wasn't too bad. Work was smooth as always. Chilling, ain't too bad. Waiting on Friday, just like everybody else.
Well, y'all that's
did a little
watching,
Mother's Day shopping.
what you get your people for Mother's Day? Tell me.
I bought a whole bunch of Bath and Body Works, a couple of purses and wallets, and some shoes.
Look at you. I like that. I like that. All right, all right. So, first question I got is, what does it mean to you to live a purposeful and meaningful life?
What does it mean to me to live a purposeful and meaningful life?
Hmm.
That's a deep one.
You think
Because,
so?
yeah, I feel like, so for me, from my standpoint, I would say knowing that I was able to give my kids the things my parents gave me, and being able to also account for myself, like be everything I know I should be and can be, and actually putting that effort out there. That to me would be a purposeful and meaningful life. Like
Okay.
I know my kids are my biggest part of my life, so being able to do everything I can for them, whether help them out when they going through hard times, allow them to go through their hard times, guide them any way I can, because just like anybody else, you don't know how long you're gonna live. So I want to do as much as I can with and for my kids while I can. And then as far as for myself goes, I want to do the same for myself. I want to do as much as I can for myself while I can to help myself to learn. I'm 100% okay with every part of me. Like I'm good with the, like how Mental says, look good, smell good, feel good, taste good. I'm 100% great with all that being a part of me, and getting to know that part of myself more and more. I feel like that right there will help me understand what it means to live a purposeful life and a meaningful life. To really sit down with myself and just be accountable for everything I do, whether good or bad, and praise myself when I'm doing good, and reevaluate myself when I'm doing bad.
I feel that. I feel that. I agree with you, because when I was thinking about this question, I had said to myself, I was like, what do it mean to, like, I kept asking myself, like, what does it mean to live a purposeful and meaningful life? Like, I was like, what does that mean? So I was a little stumped at first, but then I came around, because when I was in college, I was a part of a theater society. and the motto was to seek a life useful. And I kept thinking about that. I kept playing that back in my head, like, okay, to seek a life useful. But that it's kind of like what you just said though in real life, like to fill it with your passions, your dreams. What's success to you? That's what it is. You know how they say you got a birth date and you got a death date,
Yeah.
but it's about what you do with that dash in the middle.
Yeah.
So do the dash. That's how I feel.
Definitely. All facts.
So my next question to y'all is, hey, and if you're watching, you can go ahead and put some comments down there. We want to see what your thoughts are as well. So my next one is, if you didn't know your age, how old would you think you'd be?
True. If I didn't know my age,
Yeah,
okay,
you didn't
I'm
know
gonna
your
give you two
age.
answers. If I didn't know my, I'm gonna give you two answers. Based on my visually looking at myself, I would say about at the oldest, 22. At the oldest. No, I'm sorry. At the youngest, 22. Um, Now when you actually sit down and talk to me and realize that I've experienced some things or have a little knowledge on myself, I say probably about 37.
Okay,
Based on
okay.
based
Y'all
on
already.
based on from the inside standpoint. Outside looking at from the outside, yeah, no, about 22.
I say how you said it because, well, not basically how you said it. It's a little different. But like, let's say, I just think I'm as old as people tell me I look. Like, if people be like, "Oh, you look like you're 25," and I don't know where the fuck people get that from because I damn sure don't look no fucking bitch. I am 46.
He's on that a
Anyway,
lot too.
now that we got that out the way, what? Excuse me, Terrell.
He's telling that a lot too.
I'm telling it to nobody. That's the truth.
It's about 46.
Just calm down, sir. How you gonna tell a lady about her age? I know how old I am.
Uh-huh. 46, all right.
I huh?
You 46, all right.
I am. I am.
Mm-hmm.
You like cougars?
100%.
Oh, I bet.
Ain't nothing wrong with
We up there.
it.
Need a sugar mama now. Look at that. 28 visually, 50 mentally. I like that, Elizabeth. How you doing this? How you doing this evening? How you doing? Is that how she used to say it? No, she ain't put that R on there, I don't think. So, all right. So this one had me stumped for a little while. I ain't gonna cap to you. But so would you rather lose all your memories or never be able to make new ones? Hey Derek,
Mm.
how you doing?
Okay, so this would be easy if I didn't have kids. But the fact that I have kids, I
Mm-hmm.
would I would rather I'd rather lose all my memory. I rather, when you say lose, you mean like the past memory?
Yeah, yeah, your
Oh
past
yeah,
memory.
okay, yeah. I rather lose the past memories then, yeah, 100%.
Okay, okay. So Derek, Elizabeth, whoever else is watching, the question is: would you rather lose all your memories or never be able to make new ones? I'm with you, Jarrell. I'd rather lose all my memories. I don't care if I'm gonna make new ones. If you got 24 hours to impress me, or to get to know me, or to just be with me, then I think that's all the more even better because you only got 24 hours. Tomorrow I'm gonna wake up and I'm not gonna even remember who you are.
Yeah.
No, but I guess it's the adventure of it. I think it's more the spontaneity of it, though. I really do believe that because I look forward to new things. I look forward to, but to be always stuck in my old memories. Oh no, I don't want that.
For me, what decided it was, for one, my kids, they're gonna keep getting older, and then two, even though I lost the memories of the past, you always got pictures. So I
Yeah.
can go look at the pictures, think like, okay, well, I don't remember this, but I got the picture. I keep that.
Right.
Whether it's football, whether it's family, whether it's kids, whether it's friends, I got the picture. I stick with the picture.
Yeah. I feel that. Elizabeth, she said lose all her memory. And then she said she get to learn to love all over again. Okay, every single day.
Yeah.
Like, wait, this is how you do it? Is this what this
Now,
feeling
now,
is?
the only downside is, by losing all your memory, is certain situations that you have already been through in life. You may not know how to handle them now. That's the only downside to losing your memory. So if you already been through certain things and now you know how to handle it, now you're pretty much starting over, because it's like, damn, like, how do I handle this? That's the
Or
downside to it.
or we just wake up in an insane asylum every day.
That's fine.
Cause you don't know, you can't remember. So now
Yeah.
the state gotta help take care of you. I don't know. I don't want to go to Shapiro. They're gonna beat my ass. Okay, so Derek said you do both in death. LOL. But Derek, which one would you choose? Come on, tell us, Derek. Okay, so okay, I don't know if I pegged you right, but I feel like I know how you finna answer this question, Mister Accountability. What
What's
is
going on?
something you do differently than anyone else you know?
Take accountability. If I'm being honest, I take accountability for my life, for my actions. But outside of that, what's something I do differently that from everybody else? I don't change me. Like, I don't allow people to change me. You gonna be how you gonna be regardless. It doesn't affect the kind of person I'm gonna be towards you.
Right.
I just choose whether or not to walk away. That's all. But if you gonna do some wrong stuff, I'm not gonna do it back. I know I'm a nice guy. I know I'm a caring guy. That's just me. So I own that. So yeah, that's one thing I feel like I do different from a lot of other people. A lot of people feel like they gotta retaliate. Or they gotta, well, I'm meet you where you at, or you only giving this effort, so I'm only gonna get this effort. Like, I'm not a monkey see, monkey do person. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do because I choose to do it.
I like that. Alexander, hello. How are you? Welcome in. And he said that he would keep the old memories. Okay, okay. You was the first one to say that. So yeah. I like that. That's something different. So for me, something that I would say I do different than anyone else is it's the way I compose myself. Ain't nobody composed like me. Ain't nobody built like me. Like, what the fuck you talking about? Like, it's
Yeah,
a million
facts.
other people in the world, but they not me. No. And you might think I'm lame. You might think I'm one other way. Shit, I don't give a fuck about what none of y'all motherfuckers think in real life. However, but like, yeah, just the way I'm composed, the way how sturdy I am. I'm built like this. You feel me? Like, that's why I don't think nobody else do like me. We don't all compose ourselves the same way. So that's unique to every one of us. Your mental capacity, the way you think, that's unique to all of us as well. So that's why I always say I love perspective. Perspective be everything for me. You feel
Yeah.
me? So and so you guys let me know what's a question you wish people would ask when they meet you for the first time. What's a question you wish people would ask when they meet you for the first time? Drop that shit in the comments, y'all, because I definitely want to read what y'all got to say. These just some interesting ass questions. And if y'all have questions too,
um,
just put them down there and we'll answer them too. Talk
I
to
got
us.
I got a question. I I've always wondered why people didn't ask me. because I talk about football all the time, and I wonder why nobody's ever asked me why didn't I give up on football after being broken and damaged from football. But I've given up on a lot of other things in life, mainly myself. Why didn't I have so much hate for football? Like I have no hate for football, but I have hate for myself. So that's probably a
Did
question
you
I
answer that
wonder
question?
why. You said what?
Answer it.
You said answer it.
Yeah.
Ooh, you want supposed to do that. You want supposed to do that. You want supposed to do that. Yeah,
I'm
that's
curious.
different. That's different podcast for a different day. We gonna say that. No, that's a
You
real
pick
that's a
right
real deep
here.
question. That's a real deep question. The real reason why I never gave up on football or never hated football, honestly speaking, is solely because I felt like that was the one thing that kept me from killing myself. Honestly, that's the one place where I could say that no matter how bad things get with football, no matter how much I may have lost, it's still the one place that kept me grounded. Yeah, because I've had my suicidal thoughts. I've had my times where I completely broke, and then I'm brought back to football in some way, shape, or form. Whether it's people talking to me about football, people asking about my analysis, my questions, my thoughts, how I feel about this, asking me for advice. Hell, even people ask me to coach them. Like I've coached people my age, older, younger, and the knowledge I have to give. Every time I got into a very, very, I guess you could say, in a sunken place or a really bad place,
Mhm.
some way, somehow, I got a text or a call, even in person, some way, somehow, football pulled me back out of it. It's been times where I was gonna kill myself. I get a text, hey, you trying to play in a tournament tomorrow? Yeah, I'll be there. And I think those parts of me are what saved me, which is why I never really gave up on football. I never really hated football, even though it did a lot of damage in my life. So yeah, to answer that, yeah, that's the answer to that question.
So you felt like football kind of like saved you,
Yeah, it hurt me and saved me at the same time.
but it saved you before it hurt you, right?
It didn't have to. Football before it hurt me was it was already everything. So it didn't have to save me at that point. It was nothing to save me from because I knew I was gonna make it. I knew like this was my ticket. Like this is my shot. Like this is my life. I knew that. So it's nothing to save me from. I loved everything about it, from top to bottom, inside and out. I hated losing, but I love being out there and being able to learn from my losses. So it
Yeah.
didn't affect me in ways. So I didn't have any problems. So with that being said, it didn't have to save me until it saved me.
Mhm. Alexander says same way I feel about being in a wheelchair. He said he feel the exact same way you feel about, but just about being in a wheelchair, basically.
Right, right.
So I feel that. What's a question I wish people would ask when they meet me for the first time? Hmm. Who am I?
Now
Yeah.
that's a that's a real tough question because a lot of people really don't know who they are.
Yeah.
So that's a
Yeah.
question that in a lot of cases, even if you ask the person that question, they'll only give you the exterior of them, what they've accomplished. In most cases, they'll never give you what's
My
really them
name.
because they don't know. So that question right there is definitely a little deeper than most because, like I said, a lot of people really don't know. So how would
Is
you
it me? Is it
well,
me?
it
I
might
don't
be
know
me.
what's going on. Is that better? You back?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I ain't got that much service while I'm at by this school.
Oh, okay. I'm like, is he mean
Yeah.
Jesus?
Mm-mm. But yeah, a lot of people
Okay.
really don't know how to answer that question because, like I said, a lot of people really don't even they don't know about themselves that much. Like they think they do.
Well, I like to talk about me. That's probably my problem. That's why I be having to like shut the fuck up. I'll be like, let me be quiet and just listen to people. I had to really take a sit back and just listen because people can ask me questions about me for days and I want to talk about me for a day. So I had to learn a nice healthy balance, a give
I feel
take
that.
type of thing. Cause yeah, that's just me. All right. If you could have a conversation with a famous artist, musician, or writer from the past, or athlete, I'll throw that in there for you. Who would you choose and what would you discuss?
Um, Michael Vick,
Okay.
and
What's y'all fin-
I would want to know how did he change himself? How did he bring himself back after the loss he took?
hmm.
Because he took a bad loss. Um, he took a bad loss with that dog fighting stuff. So,
I feel that.
but I got to get up out of here. I'm gonna talk to y'all later.
All right. Have a good one.
All right,
Thanks for tuning in with us, sir.
no
Bye
problem, no
bye.
problem.
So I would say that if I could just talk to somebody from Leonardo da Vinci, I like that. Yes. Why would you want to talk to him? What would y'all discuss if you did talk to him, Elizabeth? So I'll say, hmm, who would I want to talk to? I don't even know. Like, I'm gonna tell y'all, I want to talk to Lauren Hill in real life. I just want to pick that lady brain. I don't even know what we'll discuss. We'll discuss about the architect of life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I definitely like to get inside Lauren Hill head. I feel like that was just like a cliffhanger. And it's my curiosity that really want to talk to that lady. Like, where did you go? Why did you just fall off the face of the earth? You feel me? So, but yeah, Elizabeth, I really want to know why Leonardo da Vinci. What would y'all discuss is what I really want to know. Wanted to discuss his unusual and wonderful inventions. He tried to think out of the box. I like that. Yes, he was. He was a different little type of something. You view. I like people who like to think outside of the box too, though. So that always works. Okay, so imagine you are given the power to instantly solve one global issue. Which issue would you choose and why? Let me read that again because I feel like I stumbled over that. Imagine you are given the power to instantly solve one global issue. Which issue would you choose and why? Okay? So, y'all let me know which issue y'all would choose. And I don't really think that this is a global issue that I'm finna talk about because like it's probably not, but it's an epidemic. And what it would be is people to stop lying to themselves. Cause like if we could stop lying to ourselves, then we'll be able to see all the problems. But thing is, we be sitting up here lying to ourselves, so we can't see shit. We be blinded by the little lies we already telling ourselves. So we gotta do better. That would be a global issue I would solve if somebody gave me the power. I don't know how I do that shit, but we will figure it out. We're gonna figure it the fuck out. Guaranteed. So this is going to be I really would like to know why people lie to themselves. Like how does that benefit y'all? I really don't think that it does. Elizabeth, you say safety of self. Okay. I like that. People we don't I don't know. I feel like we have no proximity of self. I don't know if that makes sense, but like when it come to us, we have no proximity of us. We don't know where we are, where we stand. We don't know the space that we taking up in a moment. Like none of that. I feel like that's just kind of where we are. We don't we don't really. understand where we at in a moment. We just see ourselves and be looking right past ourselves. I don't like that for us. I really don't. I don't know. I'm trying not to be biased. Maybe it's a me thing. so, um, so yeah, but everyone does have a chance to be safe. We do. Everyone does have a chance to be safe. The thing is that, well, I can't say that, can I? Not that. I don't want to say that everyone does have a chance to be safe, but it's a possibility. If, like I said, if we stop being delusional. So, like, we always have a chance at that type of safety. Sometimes it's unintentional. If there's constant distraction, lack of self reflection and awareness makes it easy to lie to self and others. Hey Riz, hey Ajna. And I agree with you, Ajna. It is unintentional sometimes, but that's like the thing of becoming aware of us, right? So that our subconscious thoughts can constantly bleed into our consciousness. So now that when we feel it, it's kind of like a kickstart, you know? It do. A lot of our beliefs make it easy. Because in lies we've been telling ourselves, that's why we need to believe it. We got to believe this. Make yourself believe that. This is true. False beliefs make it easy to be delusional. Oh, it's a lot of us walking around here in delulus. I was in a delusion for so long, you know. I had to wake the fuck up. I had to get up. So I want to ask you, I want to ask you guys, does the truth exist or is it all subjective? Does the truth exist or is it all subjective? So y'all let me know if y'all think the truth exists or it's just subjective. And I'm gonna tell y'all that the truth do exist. But some truths are subjective. I don't know. I got this strange habit of always wanting to, not that I'm justifying, but like it's levels to this shit. You understand what I'm saying? Like it's like ways that this could go. So it's like the truth is the truth, right? So we can't forego the truth. It's like we was all born. We all had to be born. Right now, we know that some people can be come through a tube. Some people could whatever. They could be back inseminated back into this. But we all know that in order to get here, we have to go through some type of like birthing situation. And if one thing we don't know, we do know that the egg has to be fertilized with a sperm. We know that. So if we know that, then what that's a universal truth, right? That has to happen. So far, I don't know. Science is pretty. It's pretty dope, and they might do something that's gonna fuck us up. And Elizabeth said subjective because of perceptions and perspective. Like a gym, there is different facets and faces. I agree with that. So I definitely agree with that. And Ajna said IDK, LOL, both, I guess. That's how I feel. Like it's a little bit of both. Like it's gotta be something like that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I guess it's just on what scope you like, where you at in a moment. That'll make the truth fact, and then that'll make the truth subjective. So yeah, what level you on? What's fact is fact. If we just want to go off, if we not playing into nobody delusions, this is what it is, and this is just what you think it is. Like they showing you. Once you pay attention to actions, then you already know, right? So okay, so at what point does working for a better life become an unhealthy obsession? Schrodinger's truth. Oh, is this with the quantum mechanics? The Schrodinger's cat. I've never heard of. Is it the cat? Tell me. The truth is the truth, and our truth is subjective. Absolutely. That's what I girl, thank you. That's what I'm trying to say. Forgive me, y'all. So, okay, yes, Schrodinger's cat. Yes, that was an experiment done for quantum entanglement. Absolutely. Schrodinger's truth. It's the same thing. Once you open up the box, you can't close that bitch. You understand? You can't close the box and be like, I didn't see that. I didn't see that. Now you're trying to make yourself believe that you didn't see something. And that's what that is, because you can't do that. Once you see it, you already saw it. Once they opened the box and they saw the cat was dead, it was like, okay, the cat is dead. You can't close the box and be like, maybe the cat's dead, maybe it's alive. No, we know that the cat is dead because we saw the dead cat. So, but that's us. That's us in anything that we do. When you were at the first sign of disrespect, when somebody first disrespects you, when somebody first show you that they not fucking with you, and you go back, you've already seen what you've seen. You understand? You can't unsee it. So anything, that's why anything else is kind of like playing on your mind. Like, is this person trying to disrespect me? And it keep coming up because you keep feeling the same way that you felt the first time. But you don't really know how to like express like, this is what, is that what it is? It kind of make you feel crazy because I'm like, no, you wouldn't do that to me, would you? No, not me. What's that supposed to act like? Is this? No, you're like gaslighting yourself. You understand what I'm saying? So like, it's that. I like that, Elizabeth. I like that. Thank you. Okay, so the question I asked before I saw those great comments scroll up is it was, at what point does working for a better life become an unhealthy obsession? At what point does working for a better life become an unhealthy obsession? I'm gonna tell y'all. It's at the point where you lose you. Anytime where you lose sight of you, that's an unhealthy obsession. Where something trumps you, when you can't appreciate the present and you can only find you in the present. I want y'all to know that. You're not your past, you're not your future, you're not none of that. You can only live in the moment. So I agree with you, Ajna. My little thing, that is great when you can't appreciate the present, because we be chasing so many things. We don't even know how to slow down. We don't even know how to stop and smell the roses. That's why everything we just be going through. Oh, I can't believe that this happened to me. And oh, I can't believe, like, y'all, you set the tone to your life. The thing is that we so worried about moving towards something. I'm gonna tell you how manifestation work, okay? Manifestation is not moving towards something, it's something moving towards you. You understand? The only thing you have to do is stand still, but you don't know how to do that. You haven't mastered that art yet. But once you understand that what you put out into the atmosphere is what you're gonna receive back into yourself, you will thirdly understand that you thoroughly understand what she's talking about when she says when you can appreciate the present. Thank you for that, Ajna. I appreciate you. So, my next question to you all is, what would you try if you knew you wouldn't fail? What would you try if you knew you wouldn't fail? Hmm. Is that how that song go? Is that? I don't know, but I think it is. Murder. Oh no! You ain't lying. She talking about some flying a plane. Yes. And I thought about flying a plane too. I was like, maybe I'll fly a plane, but I don't know. It's a few things that I'll be wanting to try. So, oh, thank you, Ajna. I thought that said great question. Oh, but it said great questions. Thank you. Thank you. We be trying over here. We do. I want to get people engaged, get your minds going. Everything. I think this is tons of ways to develop yourself. You understand what I'm saying? Everything don't gotta be so serious. People just always want to be so. This probably why I always felt like church people had no personality at all, because they never knew how to have a good time. It was always, oh my God, no, we can't be doing this. We gotta be doing this. Like, and I'm like, oh my God, can we laugh at any point in time? Is that a thing? So Okay, so we got murder and we got flying a plane. I bet. So for me, what would I try if I knew I wouldn't fail flying? Is that not realistic enough? But it would be flying or base jumping or something to do with hopping out of a plane, something. Because other than that, it's not gonna happen. It's not. I can't do it. And then the next question is, what would you try if you knew you would fail? Like you about to fail. What would you try and you're gonna fail at it? Like, so get your minds going and tell me, what would you try if you know you were going to fail? Like you finna fail. What you finna try? Yeah, I'll be parachuting. Is that what you're talking about? Are you saying you're gonna parachute and fail? That's not what you're saying. I know that's not what you're saying. So, what would I try if I knew I would fail? Love. Love. That's the only thing I would try. I don't care. I done failed at that a billion. Not that I failed at it. Maybe I ain't never failed at it. But it can make you feel like you lost love, I guess. But yeah, but that I give it up. Yep, there you go. Yeah, okay, I figured. Absolutely. Ajna, we on the same page. That's my cancer buddy right there. You feel me? We not love. That is exactly what I would try. And it make me want to change my answer for the first thing. You feel me? Like if I knew I wouldn't fail or if I knew I would fail, I'd try it. I promise you I would. There you go. I like that for us. Go, go, Power Rangers. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Love. Nah, looking at. I am weak. Nah, for real. So, let's. So, I want to ask y'all, where do thoughts come from? So, where y'all think thoughts come from? And I hate answering first, but I love answering first. But I like to give people a chance. And I've seen these questions already. I've had time to sit with them. So, yeah. Where do thoughts come from? Where y'all think thoughts come from? Or where y'all know thoughts come from? I got time, y'all. I got time today. Yeah. Lead me to the spot. I'll lick every drop. I'll be dipping in your honey pot. Throw away the clock. Hey, if y'all know that song, BJ the Chicago Kid is the shit. All right, Ajna. She said thoughts come from the universal mind. Yes. That's why we all share the same thoughts. And Ashna, I find that so crazy that you said that because a lot of people don't think that we share the same thoughts. And I think it's simply because we don't know how to connect to one another. When I tell people that we all interconnected, they don't want to believe what the fuck I'm talking about. Elizabeth says there are two different schools of thought from internal spirit, that is speaks to the meat brain. Oh, from okay, hold on, let me read that again because I sound dyslexic as hell. There are two different schools of thought from internal spirit that is speaks to the meat brain. Okay. We all choose which ones to act on and which ones not to. Exactly. Living separately. Yes, separate. What y'all said. Yeah. There are I will say that I kind of feel like it just go hand in hand with what y'all try which what y'all kind of saying. So for me, I call it the observer. The observing. You're always observing yourself. I don't know if you guys know that. I don't know if you guys feel that way at all anyways, but there's an observer that lives up here somewhere, and that's how you understand your thought process. These where the thoughts come from, or at least you're able to see your thoughts. You know what you're thinking, but that's when you become aware. You are the person that is, of course, if it's the universal mind is observing. So there it is. That's how I feel. That's what I think it is. But I agree with what you guys were saying. So there's people, and I feel like for the meat brain, well, Elizabeth, when you were talking about the meat brain, for that, I would feel like that's more of a thing of when we're when we're more caught up in, I guess, the outside of us. That way we're not aware of what's going on inside of us. Observing the universal mind. Absolutely. So I like that. So yeah, and that's good. You're good. You're real good. All right, y'all. So I want to ask, do you believe in love at first sight? Do you believe in love at first sight? Do you believe in love at first sight, girl? Do you believe in love? I'll be like, okay, Elizabeth, hear me out. Cause I agree with you. But I only agree in love at first sight with my third eye. Like if I see you any other type of way, I wouldn't be able to agree. I can't agree. Like unless I see you, unless I can feel you, unless I can get that taste of your authenticity, then just like physical sight, no. I don't think that exists. I don't think that's a real thing. That's lust at first sight, I'd say, for if anything. But if you get like if you have a real connection with them, then that's a different thing. If my third eye driving and I see you, oh, oh yeah, that's love at first sight. Like that's where we at. So like, but that's how I meet a lot of people though too. So my third eye. That bitch be like, ping, 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 ping. Is that person right there? Get them, get them. So and it don't be wrong. Exactly. Intuition, like Ajna said. So I do believe in love at first sight. First sight. I bet. So people say life is short. Why do you do so many things you don't like and like so many things you don't do? I'm gonna read it again. People say life is short. Why do you do so many things you don't like so many things you don't do? 100%. Soul recognizes soul family. What you say makes sense. Okay, girl, because you know I'll be talking mumbo jumbo to myself. You know mush mouth from I'm gonna sing a song for you. Fat Albert. That's the man name. Fat Albert. Yes, Mushmouth. That's how my thoughts be in my head. I'll be feeling like nobody finna understand that. Is that too? Am I going overboard? That's where I be at a lot of times. Not living life authentically. Okay, yes. I must be getting y'all comments late as hell or something. So, cause I don't know, I be seeing them, but then they be pop. I don't know. It's me. It's a me. Maybe I'm moving slow. I don't fucking know. But not living life authentically. Girl, I can't read. What is wrong with me? You think hooked on phonics would have helped me, and it didn't. No. But yeah, I agree with that. Why do you do so many things you don't like and like so many things you don't do? Because you're not living life authentically. Absolutely. I couldn't agree. And yes, it was Fat Albert. And that's how my thoughts be in my head. That's why when I write poetry, that I sit there, I'll read it a million and one times and I'll be like, do this make sense? Do that make sense? Is that gonna make sense? Is people gonna get that? Like that's how I be thinking. Cause I know it's relatable to me and I can understand it, but of course I'm the artist. So like, but I don't just do art for people to just get their own interpretation from it. I want us to have a mutual feeling. You feel me? Like I ain't never I'm trying to invoke in you what's happening in me. And that's where I'll be at. Like, yeah, I'll be feeling like that. I'll be like, am I too deep or am I being too shallow? I don't know. Is you too stupid? No, I'm sorry. Like, I'd be like, I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know where to place this at. I don't know how smart you are. I don't want to call you dumb, but so it be given that y'all be a little slow or I'll be a little touched. One of the two. It's one of them things. I can't really say for sure what it is. So I want to ask you, where are you finding the most meaning in life? So, you guys, I want y'all to answer that. Tell me right now in your life, where are you finding the most meaning in life currently? So, I know my answer, y'all. I definitely know my answer. And for me, mine's is I want to give y'all time. I really do. Cause I know these things, it's a little delay between the two of us. Cause y'all been helping me out. And I'll be looking at it like, yeah, I just said that. And then y'all comment be done popped up. So I know I gotta slow down. I be talking too fast. Like, you know how you should be going a mile a minute and you don't be knowing that you see what I'm doing right now? Yeah, like my mouth just be going. It just be going. The question is, where are you finding the most meaning in life? Where are you finding the most meaning in life? We need to make this like a bingo game or something. They had a game that was called Self Care Bingo. I don't know. I don't know if they still have that. With my husband, my friendships and pets, also my art and drawing and making costumes. Yes, okay. And your costumes be bomb as fuck. I do want you to know that. I be loving when you be showing me your costumes and stuff. That'd be so dope to me. So yes, and cultivating those connections, writing. Oh my God, yes, Michelle, girl, speak my love language. Girl, talk dirty to me, please. Yes. And then Ajna said connections with others and living life on my own terms now. I like those. I really do. Mine's is my ability to develop myself. I'm finding the most meaning in that. I promise you I am, because the best thing that I can do for anybody that is in my life is develop myself. How better to serve you? How better to aid you than to be my best self? Living life, connections. Oh, with others. Okay, okay. I was like, where's that supposed to go? I got lost. But thank you. But no, just learning to develop myself, because like I said, I can only be better for you if I better myself. That's the only way I'm gonna be able to help you to make myself stronger. So that's where the saying, you only as strong as your weakest link. So I don't want to be the weakest link. So that's where I'll be at with that's where I'm finding the most meaning in life at right now. So y'all have been awesome. I really want to let y'all know that. I thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for talking to me. I really enjoyed you guys. The last question is, and I need y'all to think big, think real big, think huge as fuck. You understand what I'm saying? And think about your life and put your life into perspective in this moment right now. And this is going to be what the meaning of life is, obviously. What lasting impact do you know you've made in the world? What lasting impact do you know you've made in the world? Uh, whew, I really want to know what y'all think. So let me know, y'all. Even if you're watching the replay, do not be afraid to answer these questions. I will go through with everything on the immersive experience page, and I will respond to you guys. Trust me. You do not have to worry about thinking you're going to be making comments and nobody's going to respond to you. I will respond to you. Just nobody ever responds after the after the initial podcast. So don't be afraid. Just still chime in, to still jot those things down. So if you are watching the replay, keep that in mind. Okay. So the question again is, what lasting impact do you know you've made in the world? What lasting impact do you know you've made in the world? And that's big. And that's why I said y'all gotta dream big, bitch. Kick open the proverbial door, see yourself, and then imagine more. You understand what I'm saying? It's that. It's giving. So let's hear it. What y'all got? What y'all got? What lasting impact do you know you've made in the world? And don't be shy, y'all. Be the giants that you truly know you are. From the knowledge that you guys are, from the healers that you are, to the writers that you are. What do you know? What do you know the lasting impact you've made in the world is? Like right now. Do, 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 do. Is that how you do that? I don't really know. That day I came out telling the world about my childhood trauma and sexual abuse through my book. I had women inboxing me from all over. The best part is I had a few men confessing turning their backs on their children. God, that is amazing. Oh my gosh. And you know what? This be the thing, because you want to know what liberation is. Liberation is the ability to tell your story without skipping over the parts that embarrassed you. You understand what I'm saying? And Michelle, I know that's what you gave them people. You were able to give them liberation because of the things that they were afraid of. I cuss a lot, y'all. I'm trying to help it. Because the things that they were afraid of, Michelle, you gave them a voice. And I mean that with everything inside of me. And that's how you know that's the impact that you left on the world. That's how you know how big you are, because of what you've been through. The nuance of you is bigger than you could ever imagine. You understand what I'm saying? So it's right. We might play a small part in the world, but in the grand scheme of things, you're bigger than you actually think you are. Stop playing small. And that is why that is my favorite quote. It will forever be my favorite quote. It is not our light that most frightens us, it is our dark. It's not our darkness that most frightens us, it is our light. Okay, do you understand what I'm saying? Ooh, Michelle, go ahead, girl. I've given of myself raw and unfiltered through my gifts and my lived experiences. Those lived experiences initiated me into transformation, and thus initiated others into their own transformation. Absolutely. Exactly. Okay, a liberator. You have to, and this is the thing, like you never think about everything that you go through, how you went through it, what it did to you, how it broke you, the trauma that it caused, the places that it allowed you to repeat yourself in many, many cycles, walking in circles with no directions, because that's exactly what we do. And it's crazy because as much as we can see, we refuse, we decide to close our eyes to so much bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that be the crazy thing to me. And you be knowing your power the entire time. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. We ask ourselves, oh, I skipped a part, but who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? I mean, who are you not to be? Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightening about shrinking so that others won't feel insecure around you. Nothing, nothing at all. I do not care. That is forever going to be my favorite everything, because you do not know how powerful you are. Do you understand what I'm saying? That story that you think is so embarrassing, that time that somebody took advantage of you, or you seen them taking advantage of you, even those people who decide to tell their stories on TV, and they talk about how that man had gypped them out of all that money. I forget the Tinder swindler or something like that. Twitter, Tinder swindler. I don't remember his name, but however, it was that story, and people kept calling it like, "Girl, you crazy." Even when they brought out the movie about Jeffrey Dahmer, and all the younger generation was like, "Well, that never would have happened to me." But listen, if it hadn't happened to them, then you would know better. So it take the ones that came before us to be the martyrs, to do the things that we were too afraid to do, and so that we didn't have to go out and learn it the way that they had to learn it. So thank you both for being those people, for going out and doing the work, so that the people who come under you, who come after you, they don't they don't have to. And that's what you did. You were the bridge. You were the fucking bridge. I don't care how you look at it. When anybody asks you what lasting impact will you have on the world, you were the bridge. And whether you see yourself as the plank or whether you see yourself as the entire bridge, honey, you were the bridge. I don't care. You were the sacrifice. And as life goes on, there'll be many more sacrifices just for the better of humanity. And that's what you'll be. Your knowledge, everything that you've taken, every part of you, every experience that you had, that is exactly what you'll be used for. That is how you'll be. To be immortal is to be remembered throughout history, because your flesh cannot be here, but the stories of what you did can be told a million years from now. Your name can ring out or you can be nameless. The energy of who you were is still going to give reverence to everything that you are. You remember that. And you are immortal. You are now immortal because of how many lives you have touched. Because of all those people who hit you up after you wrote your book, for all those people who came to you after you found yourself, after you went through, even before you found yourself, even all of those things, even when you were just building your apothecary and still refusing to touch your apothecary, my wounded healer. You feel me? Like it's all of that. You understand what I'm saying? And yes, of course, Elizabeth, your kindness and your compassion, and another thing about you, your knowledge. So I don't know, but I definitely know for sure that you're a teacher. You got a lot of knowledge to give, and you know how to give it, and you know how to reach people too. So you're very kind-hearted, I think. And you have a lot of compassion, for sure, for sure. That much I do know. So, and I know that's how you guys have touched the world in a million and one ways over. You know how many times you were somebody's story, and you got to think about that. Put that into perspective. How many times were you somebody's story? And that's why I'm the crazy person that I am, because I know I'll be people's story. I don't even be caring. I'll be okay with it. Even if I'm the villain in the story, I'm okay with that too. And I tell somebody quick, oh, that person was an evil genius. There was a lot of them motherfuckers. Hitler, he was an evil genius. Don't hate me, y'all. Trump, an evil genius. um, what's that man name? William Lynch. That nigga was a genius. I ain't gonna call America geniuses. They was just following suit with they dumbasses. Anyways, that's another topic for another day. Thank you all so much for tuning in to the immersive experience. I had such a good time talking to you all, getting to delve in deeper. Thank you guys for impacting the world the way that you have impacted the world. Um, and I know you'll continue to do great things. So thank you. I appreciate you. And I want to leave you with this. If you are trying to figure out the meaning of life, find out what drives you, find out what moves you, find out what gets you going, and build on it, build upon it. Get the knowledge that you need to get those things inside of your head, because like we said, the truth is the truth, but our truth is subjective. So whatever you decide to go out and make your truth, make sure you stand on it, because then people can't say it's not true. But thank you so much for tuning into the immersive experience, and we will be back here Sunday at 8 p.m. EST, Eastern Standard Time, just in case you didn't know. But thanks for tuning in. Have a good night.